Let's go into detail about that a little bit. What's the Travis Scott thing?
He just did some fake shit, man.
What do you mean?
Well, okay, people who don't know, you know what I'm saying? I did Astroworld. I made Astroworld into an album concept first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the point I try to make to people is Astroworld in Houston was a theme park. And I met a lot of people in Houston, you know what I'm saying? So Astroworld doesn't belong to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to keep it to myself or nothing. But I put it in album form first and put it out. And he knew that. And not saying that he should have asked me or nothing, but the conversation could have been had. You know what I'm saying? Just because he knew I did it first. Even Pow Wow has said this to me. He say, B King, you know, I want to do an album called Astroworld, but if I ever did, I would have to talk to you about it or maybe get some beat or something, you know, just because you did it first. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and a lot of people don't care about this, and I understand that too. I'm just bringing awareness for people who may not know. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first did the first Astroworld, it was in 2013. Then Travis Scott up and follows me on Twitter in 2014. You know what I'm saying? So in 2015, around the time you're hearing these freestyles, I just decided to DM him, you know, because this is around the time, you know, he's starting to really, you know, make noise. And I'm like, he from Houston, you know, so.
Yeah, I guess when he followed you, he was not.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he up and followed me, so I followed him
He was
back.
not so big back then, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, maybe he wants to be friends, I don't know. So.
Going on a play date.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I DM him. I said, hey, man, I've worked with every Houston artist except you, man. Laugh out loud. I said, man, we got to get one in. He said, hell yeah, man, let's do it. Send me something. I said, okay. So I sent him a song. I DM'd him back. I say, hey, man, I sent it to you. Let me know when you hear it. He never replied. So I was like, okay, you know, it is what it is, you know. Went on about my life.
Rapper stuff.
I do people like that. I'm busy. Rapper stuff. So, like a year later, you know, I think about a couple months later, I'm working on another song that I really hear him on. So I DM him again, like, hey man, just working on this other song that I really hear you on. I'm gonna send it to you, you know, let me know what you think. He said, okay, cool, send it to me. I send it to him. He don't reply no more. I say, well, okay, well, shit. Maybe he didn't like it. Maybe he don't have time. Maybe he don't care. It is what it is, you know. I go on about my life. I think the next year I tried to DM him again. I was like, hey, man, we're working on another song, you know what I'm saying? Want to see if you may want to fuck with it. You know, he didn't even reply this time.
Persistence.
Yeah, you know, because I didn't take it the wrong way, you know. You know, but this time, you know, he don't even reply at all, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, well, you know, it is what it is.
People come up. He coming up. He ain't got
He
time
ain't
for
got
me no more.
time. He ain't got
All
time.
right.
So I get it. I respected that, you know. Like, I wasn't salty or nothing. I understood. You know what I'm saying? I go the next year, I decided to drop an Astroworld Volume 2 to the album that I made, you know, in 2013.
So part 1, 2013, part 2.
2017.
Okay.
It's on XXL, everything. It's documented.
It was posted in a bunch of places. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like some project
not
you
like
dropped that there was no attention on.
No.
Okay.
No, it's documented. You know what I'm saying? So part 2 comes out. Everybody like it in the city, especially in Houston. The next year, his Astroworld album come out. And I heard about his album finna come out named Astroworld, but I was like, maybe it's not gonna be called that. Maybe he, you know. I was like, because he's not replying to me anymore, so I don't think we can have a conversation about it. But anyway, if it come out, you know, whatever. But then his album does come out, and it's called Astroworld. And I'm like, okay. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I don't want to be friends or nothing. You know, I'm just letting people know and just bringing awareness to it. You know, a project that he put out that everyone thinks is dope, that he marketed very well. That was inspired by me. And that's it.
For sure. What do you think of him sort of overall as like a Houston ambassador to the world? Because he is bringing it back. He did the Astroworld festival there and everything. But I mean, it's like a tricky position to be in because on one hand, you know, he's doing his own thing. He's got his whole world developing all the way out here in LA and everything. At the same time, he wants to be cool with people in the underground in Houston and stuff. There is this like local community that he, you know, sort of like exploded out of. Like, well, how do you feel about what he's doing and how he's representing?
He's doing what he has to do to appeal authentic. Everybody else from Houston that came up, even Riff Raff.
Shout out Riff Raff.
Even Riff Raff. We saw him from the mud. People can talk down on Riff Raff, but he was at Greens Point Malls passing out his CDs. Like every Houston rapper, we know him. We've seen him from nothing to where we are now with money and shit. Travis Scott emerged out of nowhere. And I'm not talking down on that. You know, it is what it is, you know. But he came from nowhere. So if you come out of nowhere, repping Houston, we not fake at all.